it's time for me to work on something interesting. Hello, Gabe. How are you doing today? I'm doing very good, Brian. About to work on the neutral weapon build that I've had an idea for some time. And yeah, I'm just interested in checking it out. Hey, Chaos. Like, I've had some limited success that I did some limited testing, but I want to do something more in depth. So that is what I'm doing today. Excuse me. Once I'm perfectly sure that it will function well, then I will bust it out. But first, as always, I'm gonna dip my screen for a little bit, alright? So I hope you guys don't mind. This is just so that nobody can steal my ideas while I finish working on this. Because I'm rejigging a lot of stuff here that might actually be very interesting. So I need to see how far I can push this. OP quill shot weapons, what? I tell you, if anyone uses the quill shot weapons, they'd have to be the world's biggest fucking morons. No offense to anyone, by the way. If I ever see anyone even touch a quill shot weapon, alright, I will personally reach through this computer and slap the shit out of you if I ever see you use a quill shot weapon. And, well, of course, Nicholas, I told you, man. Like, I'm not lying, bro. All my builds are the best in the game. Therefore, if you use an Asian robot build, you always succeed. Now, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna drop right in and test this. Now, I am level 18, but I actually want to see this in practical-ish combat. I want to see how far I can push this. Hey, Bravo. You giving me some ninja lurking? Yep, I'm just waiting for this server to kick me somewhere private. If it will fucking let me. And you see, that's the only problem. Slay 4 Terra Shock Behemoths. Easy squeeze, lemon peasy. They're the best because they're literally the worst. Well, I mean, if you want to use them, Zivin, I wouldn't stop you. I mean, like I said, I'd slap the shit out of you, but I wouldn't stop you. Touching a quill shot weapon is the equivalent of, like, saying I want to go to jail. Nice! That's good, Brian, that's good. Well, nothing wrong with being new, but just remember that you must construct your own easy build. The first step to being a slayer would be to finish your easy build and to keep advancing, because when you do it on your own, you will feel a much greater sense of accomplishment. In fact, the way that we train our slayers is that always go alone. The only time you group up, right, is when you're already at the end game stage. The reason for this is that it's just better. That way you don't miss out on any of the key knowledge components. Because sometimes the more you learn to fight on your own, right, the stronger you get, is what I would say. This is acceptable. Oh, pity.
You earned your pay on that one, Skipper. One more behemoth down.
Poison weapon skins? Oh yeah, no, that's part of the update. They released a bunch of new rumors. The new rumors are all based around the so-called poison weapons. They're basically like, you know, they're basically reskins of the Agros weapons with some slight differences. So basically it's a hyper shit little update. Then you can understand the purpose is obviously to try and sell. But, well, I mean, you know, they want to give content to free players without actually giving content to free players, and basically I look at it as just massive disrespect, because I think anyone can tell that there was like next to no effort put into those. So yeah, it's just utterly disappointing to see. And that is the poison weapon skins in a nutshell. Basically, the whole situation is we want you to think that we're gonna give you something without actually ever giving you anything. So yeah, you know, we hope you still enjoy our shit game. Yeah, that's what it is, man. I wish it were different, but it is what it is. Oh, darn. What a nerd you are. Come here, gift stalker. No problemo, my man. Stick around, do what you need to. Real life first, as always. Yep, go get yourself some coffee. Although, wait, shouldn't you be going to sleep soon? I mean, I'm not exactly sure coffee before sleep is conducive. Hello, Zeno. How are you, my friend? Doing alright, good. I'm doing good, my friend. Hard at work as always, but doing good. We had like some government works this morning where they were like, I don't know. They were doing something with the power supply to all of the apartments on my floor. Or is it on my block? Either way, they were doing something like that. And that was completed. Elements don't matter, Zivin, and have never mattered outside of Dauntless trials and heroic escalations. Build is far more important. Okay, for normal content, right, to reach the maximum possible efficient TDK, elements have never mattered. The only thing that ever matters is making sure that your build is good. Hello, Ragnar. I'm pretty sure Ragnar himself never said, "Hola, amigo." Hey, am I seeing 3 people in the existing room while I'm streaming? What the fuck? Call them traitors to the state. The Robot Communist Party does not permit them to be in the existing room while I'm streaming. Kill them. Execute these 3 people. Do they not know that we are awesome communists and they must attend all Communist Party events? By the way, if anyone's wondering, I'm joking. All right, Singapore is a democracy. Yes, yes. Call them all traitors to the state. Remind them that they are now scheduled for execution and shit. By the way, Xeno, dude, you gotta try the nerd emote, man. Try it out. Give it a shot. It looks fantastic. You did an amazing job on it. The new nerd emote for all members is beautiful. Any good updates to Dauntless? Let me ask you something else, Eric. Has there ever been a good update to Dauntless? Literally, the only good thing about Dauntless is my community and all the lovely, wonderful people we have here. A good update for Dauntless? You must be crazy. Haven't played in months. Good, don't come back. It's extremely bad. They made everything like pay to... Huh? You're not a member, Xeno? Nani? That makes no sense. You've always been a member. What? I mean, I'm not gonna force you to be a member. You can become a member whenever you want, I don't care, but... What? What happened, bro? Oh well, doesn't matter. Shame. I'll show you the emotes. They look like this. So, channel members shall have access to the new nerd emote. Dude, I can't wait till you design the synth emote. If you do it in the same fashion, it's gonna be so good. That's because, Xavi, you are a traitor to the state. What are you guys doing hanging out in the existing room, huh? When I'm streaming. I told Xeno, all of you people are now traitors to the Robot Communist Party. So you're all scheduled for execution. But you get a last meal and free dental before you die. So just speak to your commanding guard officer, and we'll fix something up for you. No. You see, you cannot exist anywhere else. That's still being a traitor to the state. Anyway, I hope you guys are having fun. I see y'all playing Paladins. Get that enjoyment in, bro. By the way, how's things been? It's been a while since we've seen you, bro. You went back to work, right? I hope work has not been too busy. So, like a giant pile of taffy. It depends on what you're referring to. You should leave the stream too? You traitor. Betrayer of the state. Okay, well, tell Elman and Yuzuki they're getting executed. And they're never welcome here again. Okay? They die tonight. Also, I'll probably get them into a firing squad if I can, so just let them know that. Thanks, bro. It's been good? Excellent. But yeah, listen, Eric, there aren't any good updates, so if you're looking for a good update from Phoenix Labs, the only good update that Phoenix Labs ever came up with was never making me a partner, just so that I could keep bringing good content to the people. Because trust me, they can't afford to hire me anyway. My salary too high. Ah, I see. Last meal plus free dental. Eat all the taffy. That makes sense. This is a great thing.
You've beaten the Keystone Behemoth. Never doubted you for a second, Cap. Now get the charge.
So, Lester, neutral weapons are weapons that don't have an element. They come from the Nasher, whatever not. Now, out of all the neutral weapons, there's only one worth using, which is the Nasher stuff. I'm pretty sure the Shrike stuff is, well, TOS, but, you know. The Shrike stuff is really, really not good, so we're not gonna touch that shenanigans. But the Nasher stuff is interesting. Okay, no problem, Xeno. I'll get you in a second. Let me send an invite to Xeno. Actually, just let me double check on that. I'm quite fixated on the Nasher, but I owe a duty of care to at least check the Shrike stuff out. Oh yeah, the Shrike stuff is really, really TOS. But I'm gonna power surge my Shrike shit just for fun. I mean, it's really, really bad, but at the same time, I just want to see how bad it could be. Let's go power surge it for fun. Power surge! Wow, only 100 bonus damage? Fukuyu. Fukuyu! Alright. Okay, buy update. Oh, execute update as well for daring to have hentai time. Okay? How dare you enjoy hentai while your Communist Party leader is streaming, okay? Can you all like the stream? Alright, otherwise I'll have to send my my Shanghai police to poke your ass. Okay? So make sure you guys like the stream, or else you'll be going against the rules. When you look at the actual situations, life gets a lot better because you're looking at it. I mean, it's you're taking it practically, you see. And the more you do practical testing, the better. I would only ever theory craft just to get the basics right, like just to see if my thought process is correct. And if it isn't, then I would obviously just be like, okay, so my thought process isn't correct, how can I fix it? But the cool thing about the Nasher ult is that, like, while it's up, you can just ignore all attacks and just go ham. You can become the Rage Tail that you've always wanted to be. I know, right, Eric? That's the way. See? Positivity. Works great.
Another behemoth bites the dust. You do fine work, Captain.
Zeno busy being Darth Maul over there going, woo! Perma-stagger all players? You do realize that the Rage Tail cannot actually do that unless you're really, really bad. The Rage Tail's attacks are among the easiest to dodge, by the way. They have, like, really bad frames, so it's actually super easy to dodge. More or less. Even if I don't have to dodge all attacks, I think I still will. Why? Because I can. Come on. No, it will always move towards you, so you just have to dodge parallel to the Nasher. If I ever fight a Nasher, you'll see what I mean, but dodging the tail is super easy. All you gotta do is just move parallel. Like, cause it can only rotate towards you. So, as long as you dodge before the tail comes down, you will always dodge it. Like I said, it's one of the easiest moves to dodge, because it's its most dangerous move, but yeah. What do you mean you don't see the first one through the model? Okay. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about because, again, I'll show you what I mean, but dodging both the shockwave and the tail is super easy if you know the pattern. So, like I said, it's all about, like, knowing when to actually hit the dodge button. Once you get that done, once you get that right, Rage Tail Nasher is super easy. Okay, you see, right? You can't think of them as two separate things. Yeah, because they're not. What you need to do, right, is you need to dodge first and foremost only the. What you need to dodge is only the tail. You only need to think about the tail. The shockwave is like irrelevant in most combat, and I'll show you why. But if I ever encounter a Nasher, you'll see why. Because you only need to dodge the tail swipe. In fact, most of the time they die, assuming that you have a proper Asian robot build. They'll die before you even do anything much. So. There we go. During the stomps, you just move away from it. I thought you were talking about the slam. Because the stomps just send out shockwaves toward you. But again, you can just stay far away from it and like, well, Again, this is all about pattern recognition. The stomps should never be a problem for any Slayer because they're like they don't do anything. The Nash just stomps in place and sends out shockwaves, which again should not bother you. Hey, Emin, are you ready to be executed? What? Well, I mean, you wouldn't. If you ever interacted with the damn thing, you'd literally be killing yourself. Apparently the dude sets his FOV to max. Which is why I was curious why he had so much trouble. Because you see, every monster is all about like just knowing what to do and when. See, that's literally the key to this whole game. Like this guy, his patterns are very simple, and realistically speaking, it's easy enough to smash. Know what the behemoth does in order to combat it effectively. I'll go for Unity. Because this build is not a crit build.
I'll do what I can to help you deal with the frostbite. Take shelter in the areas of Warm Sky Slayer.
So like for example, with the Frost Wolf, you have to know like all of its interrupt patterns, which is honestly very simplistic. It's not weird, it's just that you're not used to it, you see? So we can't judge a game like that, because that's not fair. As much as I dislike Phoenix Labs, we cannot judge them on that basis, because, you know, if we fail to understand a game, and then we say it's bad because it's not like other games, that's not how it works. Elden Ring is very different to Dauntless, but I can't say that Elden Ring, because it doesn't have generous iframes and some really weird sweeping attack, I can't say it's a worse game than Dauntless, because clearly it's better. You know what I'm saying? So, like, statements like that are not something that I would advocate for here, because you're clearly not giving it a fair chance. You know? Jesus Christ, that thing died. Oh well. That thing is so TOS. Let's go. Daryl Heretic. The man has lost his mind. It's unintuitive. Yeah, but again, you see, we can't do that. I never... See, who cares what a game is inspired from? We should judge the game on its individual basis. You see, that's also where a lot of people go wrong. For example, Paladins. People always compare Paladins to Overwatch, but it's a wholly different game. If you ever go into that with the Overwatch mentality, then you're basically fucking yourself over, because you would never know half the stuff about Paladins, because you would think of it as, oh, I should play this like Overwatch, when it's not. It has a wholly different system, even if some core mechanics are the same. You get what I mean? So, it's that principle which is what makes, you know, some gamers unable to adapt, and that's where a lot of people go wrong in their Dauntless journeys. They think like, okay, what if I bring the Monster Hunter principles here? But you literally cannot. It is impossible to do so, and doing so will literally get you killed. For example, I'm staying in combat right here. The Nasher was about to stomp, but he's not going to be able to stomp if we have high enough damage, right? So he's dead. But in a situation where he is able to stomp, all you gotta do is back away for the stomps, come back in again after. All the variants function the same. And if you really have to dodge, then just, like, you can literally just walk away most of the time. So, yeah. That is why I find certain difficulties that people experience very hard to grasp, I guess. Because I'm the type of gamer that, like, if a game comes at me, I don't, in my mind, reference any other game when playing this game. I may draw similarities, but every game to me, I learn it as it was meant to be, you see? So I don't think about other things, and I leave all that dead weight behind because it's useless to me. It's not going to help me. Dodging in Elden Ring doesn't make me a better dodger in Dauntless. Similarly, dodging in Dauntless did shit all when I first played Elden Ring. I got fucked over. So, you know. There we go. Bravo, he needs to rest? No, 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 no. Rest is for nerds. Well, no problem, my dude. Having the best builds is what we do. True. True.
Look for zones of
Dauntless is very bad at teaching you anything. But,
aren't made for this weather.
in a way, I think that that's why the way that I train up Slayers, Zivan, is that I always push them to learn the mechanics. It's literally all about memorization and body memory. Again, that's why I did my own tutorials. So, for me, Slayers who train under the Robot Nation banner need to, number one, master our tutorials, master our builds and playstyles, and then that way you actually get to learn. And in the same vein, Overwatch will teach you mechanics through the gameplay, but Paladins does not, because builds are a wholly different animal that need to be tackled, which is why I think that that is also something that it has in a way in common with Dauntless. It's very much based on the content creators and the players that you follow, either that or just how much practice you have, you know? Yeah, like the way I teach people is I just teach them all the basic movesets and show some examples of how they're chained in combat, but other than that, it's up to the Slayer to discover their own playstyle. Like, you won't always see me do this kind of wounding shit on chain blades. Why? Because it's inefficient. However, on certain builds like this one, it gives me a bit more viability to use the wounding style because I get to punish behemoths a bit more. Especially when I can take advantage of the no stagger on the Nasher to really, really like push, for example, Shroud to its very limit. You see, and we basically got him stagger locked right here and he's dead. Bada bing, bada boom.
Prowess is proving quite
You know?
impressive.
So it really comes down to how things are structured. By the way, Zeno, you want to go Blazeworks after this? I kind of want to test this out in Blazeworks. And listen, Daryl, you need some serious rest, bro. Like, if it sounds like you're pushing yourself physically and mentally, which is honestly, I agree with Bravo. You need some rest, man. Like, the reason why it's important to take a break is so that we can focus ourselves better after the break, you know? That's why sometimes I'll give myself time to, like, just not do anything. I know I'm always working, but there are times when I'll just take like half an hour, 1 hour to just, I don't know, read something stupid or like, you know, just do something stupid or just even lie down and have like super horny fantasies for like years. I don't know. Whatever works for you. Well, I mean, you gotta get used to that now though, because when you have a job, you'll be coming back to work right after the holidays. Oh, I tell you that feeling sucked a lot. Big time. Sorry, that comment is borderline TOS, so I have to actually delete that because you cannot say anything that may offend somebody. It's against YouTube terms of service. I could get banned for that. So sorry, I'm gonna have to delete that comment. But yeah, no, I hardly rest because, I mean, I've got too much to do. For me, this work is my passion, so I feel great about working all the time. I love it. Listen, and Kari, as long as you're using one of my builds, it's okay. You can play whatever style you want. That's why I make so many different builds. At the end of the day, it's all about having multiple playstyles available for Slayers to enjoy, and that I think is very important. Because when you don't have multiple playstyles for Slayers, a lot of them will not have a good time, and that makes people suffer. And I don't want people to suffer. I want people to enjoy themselves. You know, that's what's important. Now, don't forget to like the stream, guys. I need you guys to hit that like button because every time you hit the like button, our stream trends higher and we can get more Slayers in here. That way more Slayers can get informed about what they need to do to really do well, and they get to see it live as well. So if you guys want to help me out, hit that like button. Hit the like button, it's super important. I'm just gonna check a quick message from my wife.
Tiny Tina's tonight. I will play Elden Ring until you get home.
I love messaging her. It's hard to develop playstyles. For me, not really, because I've already mastered every single possible one. So, well, I'm literally the creator of these styles anyway. Hey, listen, as long as you're using an Asian robot build, Kari, I'm happy. Because if you don't use an Asian robot build, you're gonna have a bad time. So, thank you for using Asian robot builds. Remember, using any other build is heresy. Failing to use Asian robot builds is heresy, and you will suffer. You'll be tied to a pole and lashed. Oh, we played for hours, Boog. It was great. But of course, we won't be doing that again anytime soon. Like, we'll just set our sessions to maybe 2.5 hours. Like, we won't be going like extreme hardcore. But yesterday's session was good. It was great for a first session, you know? It's fun. You homebrew? Okay, execute this man. He's never welcome at my streams again. I'm sorry, but the fact that you dared to homebrew the king's build, no. Execution, execution. The Robot Communist Party denies your ability to ever touch my stuff. Okay, execute this man for daring to have heresy. No, if you don't use only Asian robot builds, you are a traitor to the state. And we must kill you now. Forever. So, thank you, it's been nice knowing you. And tonight you will be executed by firing squad. You died proud. I will tell your ancestors this. Oh, well, I'll tell your descendants this. You died a proud man. For that, I am proud of you. I mean, still gonna die, but, you know. Respect, respect. Oh, the walkaway is a bug that they never fix. Like, I don't deny Zivin. Dauntless is a very unpolished game with a very unpassionate team. Like, it seems to me like their development team doesn't even care half the time. And that's just reality. If they want to deny it, well, then they better bring some fucking proof for that shit. Because as far as I can tell, they really don't give a damn. And have never given a damn. Oh, sorry, have never given a damn. My bad. I should say it like that. It's just sad. It's just sad in a way. And I, you know, fully agree with many people getting frustrated and wanting to just quit the game. Like, I've never stopped them from quitting because I know what it's like. It's a shit fest. And genuinely speaking, it is a super shit fest. Yeah. They seem like they've just given up on caring, and like if they really cared, they would have released 2-3 other weapons by now. Because weapons not only give you more options for skins, they open up new playstyles, new methodologies. Like, I have a feeling this neutral build will only work on the chain blades because the chain blades give you the best of mobility and movement and all that. So I think that that's going to be a pretty cool thing. But again, can't say for sure. I'm gonna see how it goes. Cooking some comfort food. Enjoy, Yuzuki. Go ahead and lurk. Go ahead and lurk. Falling through the map all the time. Ah, yes. But it sounds like you play on Switch, because Switch is the only one with that bug. No problem, Kari. You get some good sleep. I mean, you're still a traitor, but I want you to have good sleep. Sleep well, nerd. No, because here we do not deal in metas. The one reason I refuse to deal in metas with Dauntless is the same reason that I wouldn't deal in metas on, like, say, Monster Hunter. It's just not how this type of game works. Unlike, like, for example, League of Legends, where a particular champion may be objectively better than others, for Dauntless, each weapon is practically equal in terms of what it can deliver. It's just about your skill with a particular weapon. And therefore, if I were to suggest that one thing is a meta, people who aren't willing to experiment and investigate may not find the weapon that's right for them. So I'd rather push people toward that investigation and, you know, thought-based mindset where they should focus primarily on, like, what weapon suits them personally rather than what suits somebody else, or, you know, what I objectively may feel is the best. But again, the skill factor comes in, which is why I think, yeah, no, I mean, in an objective way, we could argue in that fashion, but, you know, like, you see, I don't want to ever encourage that form of thought. Okay? I mean, okay, all my bullshit about Robot Communist Party and all that shenanigans, that's just part of the show. Realistically speaking, I'm a very, like, logical and science-based person, which is why, having assessed what is practically best for my audience and my slayers, I feel that it is way better for people to be allowed the freedom to choose. If I ever made a tier list or even an analysis like that, people may take that as gospel. People may take that as, like, the most, you know, important principle, and people already take a lot of my words as, like, core principles for what they should and shouldn't do, which is good in a way because it helps to standardize a lot of things, but it's also bad because it can negatively impact creativity. And although certain creative freedoms are not good, like making your own build when you should be using what is optimized, other creative freedoms such as playstyle, experience, weapon skill, things like this, all of that plays a factor, and I don't want to ever stagnate that, you see? Which is why I don't really want anybody to feel that way. So even if I were to give you an analysis off the cuff without doing it in depth, what I would say is that every weapon has its strengths and weaknesses. For example, the hammer being the strongest stagger weapon, but also having an innate damage buff. 35% is a lot. That's like having an extra predator +6 that doesn't go away when you take a hit. That's how strong the hammer is. Damage-wise, that's amazing. The axe is a charge and build-up type weapon. Again, very good, but it takes time. So when you start playing at those upper levels where TDK is very short, the axe falls behind, because although it's going to finish off the boss really fast, me and Xeno using a spear and chain blades, which are faster weapons but with extremely strong builds, would actually end up doing things way faster. Like, you saw how quickly we smoked the escalation as a duo. You know, that's what happens when you run those kinds of, like, heavy damage builds. That combined with, of course, good player skill. So, again, I guess that brings me back to the point of why I never want to touch something that may put the wrong mindset into players. I want them to be free to explore, because they already have enough of the like the official Discord and the other areas like Reddit telling them that, oh, there's a meta, you need to do this, you need to do that. Why? I always ask the question, why, you know? Yeah. I mean, other content creators, I don't pay any attention to them, so I'm sorry that I cannot answer that question. To me, other content creators are irrelevant. I never look at other people's stuff, I only look at my own, and I improve based on my own. Because for me, my own principles are the most important. So if other content creators have done tier lists, but I find them useless. And in fact, a lot of people have always come to question me about the tier list. They say, well, this other guy said this, and I always ask the question back to them. Whose builds do you trust? You trust mine? Then why are you paying attention to them? Because what they do is irrelevant. It's literally irrelevant to you, and it's not going to help you. Dauntless looks this sharp on my PC, because my PC is amazing. It may not look this sharp on, you know, other platforms. I'm kidding. Dauntless did a graphics upgrade, but you need to set your graphics to maximum, and also do like a resolution increase to maximum to get it like super sharp. Well, no, that's because a lot of them are assholes.
Subscribe to the
and
channel.
me personally, I don't like to communicate with them. If they weren't assholes, I'd be full of words of praise for them, but literally all of them are assholes, so I don't really want to talk to them. Nor should, in fact, you know, one of the things, Zivan, is that content creators should never talk to each other, and should never have any form of communication or content, because what's the point? Revenue that comes to me is not going to another creator, so why would another creator want to talk to me? We should be focusing on our individual revenue streams and businesses. That's the way that I see it. Do two restaurant owners sit down and talk every single day or collaborate on stuff? Rarely. Rarely that's the case unless they're both serving high-level clientele, or if it's like integration between two different restaurant businesses that, you know, may work together or on something, and neither of their businesses like are individually affected by the collaboration. In most cases, content creators offer very similar products, so any collaboration is actually to the detriment of one content creator while boosting the other. So for me, I see no value and purpose in it. Aha! Patrol chest. And thank you for subscribing, Dylan Crusher. Bravo was faster on that than me. Love it. I guess for me, I'd only rather hang out with my mods and my crew. For me, only my crew and my mods are important. The rest don't really matter. Shee, we need to find a different spawn. I ain't touching that Scorchstone Hellion. It's normal in the YouTube sphere? Yeah, it is normal in the YouTube sphere, but again, ask how many of those YouTubers are fully successful. Remember one thing, I'm full-time. I'm a full-time content creator. There are YouTubers with 100k subscribers who still aren't full-time. They still gotta work a shitty-ass day job. There are YouTubers with 20, 30k subscribers who are still not full-time. That is because their principles are innately wrong. You see, what a lot of people need to understand is that I'm showing practical working results, and that's what a lot of them don't get. But that's also why a lot of them are jealous, because I'm here and I'm doing it. I'm full-time with nothing but my people by my side. I don't collaborate. I don't do any of that shit because it's stupid. Why would you ever do that? You're affecting your own revenue stream. You see? Exactly, Zivin. It's the same principle as Twitch. Do you know why so many Twitch partners with like 75 to 100 viewers per day are still working day jobs and they have to cancel streams because of mental health? They gotta do this and that like a bunch of shitty people that they are. Why? Because they're paying each other. All their money goes to each other. And on YouTube, it goes towards those companies that optimize your stuff. And by the way, they basically offer a service where you can buy views. They don't tell you about it, but it's in there. And you can also buy views on Fiverr, lots of other organizations, on the cheap, on the low, and that's where all their money goes. That's why no matter how successful they may seem, surprisingly, a lot of them are not full-time. And when I first became full-time and I was able to survive on, well, first and foremost, I should say the good graces of my people. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. If not for people like Bravo, Old Mr. Cream Puff, River Archer, Rogue Assassin, several of these amazing individuals, if not for them, I would not be anywhere. Alright? And I realized that building community is just so much more important than anything else. So when I realized that these principles are what works and what actually, you know, should happen, I realized that taking the approach of anyone else would be wrong. In fact, I should only be taking a pure business approach. And that is the approach I've taken, which is why it's working. Well, that's probably true, Zibin. But I'm telling you, in future, after my channel and, you know, my career and everything takes off, I'm gonna sell courses on how people should do proper business. Because I think it's something that many people don't explore and don't understand. I'm an accountant. I used to see how big mega corporations were run. It was my job to consult with them. And through that sphere, I was able to gain insight into their business and, you know, how they do things, and it taught me a lot about business. It really did. It taught me a lot about understanding your customers, your audience in this case, and also understanding your competition. Everyone does research into the competitors, but on YouTube, that doesn't help you because you're not making a product, you're selling ideas. You're selling entertainment. It's very different, so you don't have to research your competitors' products, saving you a lot of time. But what you do have to do is you have to know your market and you have to know your people. And you also cannot waste production time. Of course, Zivin, I will never do anything that is not proven. And I will not do anything that I cannot prove. So if I have to prove it, then it must be measurable. It must be something I can measure. That's a scientific principle. You have to be able to measure it, and how I measure it is based on revenue performance. Plain and simple. Of course, I don't need to talk about that, nor do I have to explain it in a video or anything, but that's what I look at every day, revenue performance. More importantly than revenue performance, I look at growth trends. And furthermore, I look at what my channel is doing and how we are performing based on overall averages, not in comparison to a specific competitor, because why would I care? Why would I care what another Dauntless channel is doing? It serves it has no relevance to me or my content. No, but I should care how YouTubers on the whole are doing and how many of them are full-time based on their subscriber counts, things like that. And I found that vast majority of them, even when they're like huge, aren't full-time. Why? Why am I able to do this and they are not? It can't just be because I've got superior fans. Now, although Robot Nation is the best in the world and no one else comes close, but that cannot be the sole explanation. You know, because no matter how big you are, there's always a bigger fish. No matter how good you are, there's always going to be somebody bigger. But other than those people who are already like hyper established, like Dr. Disrespect, Tim the Tatman, Ludwig or whatever his name is, other than these people, how many are truly making things work with whatever they've got? Very few is the answer, even people that are 10 times my size. And realistically speaking, if somebody is 10 times my size, they should be earning 10 times my revenue. This is a business principle, because they have the scale and size to do it. In fact, when you analyze a business, what are you looking at? If a business has 10 times the assets of a smaller company, but its cash flow is, say, only 4 or 5 times, that means the business has a fundamental problem. It's not using its size effectively, and either that or the small business is hyper efficient. So you look at a bunch of other businesses, right, and you start to get an idea. Maybe the smaller business is genuinely hyper efficient, in which case you should be investing in that business. Or maybe the big business is inefficient, or seemingly inefficient, but when you actually check the industry standards, they're outperforming, and the small business is an outlier. You see, you have to understand these things. When you look at all these situations, that's when you start to realize what is working, what's not working. Oh shit, I'm dead again. Oh well, doesn't matter. But yeah, at the end of the day, I look at the whole situation and I say, okay, I get what needs to happen. People who are 10 times my size are not making 10 times my revenue. What is the industry standard? Are they even making 4 times my revenue? 4 times my revenue would be a full-time salary. How come they're still not doing it? Then I realize it's because a lot of them are, you know, doing the sleazy thing and just buying shit. And that's the same principle that applies to Twitch streamers. They raid each other, buy each other's subs, viewers, things like that. Sponsor each other's giveaways. They're not making money. They're spending money. Some of them have to join esports teams, organizations just to get views, things like that, and get promoted by organizations. They have to like support each other in the organization. I look at all that and I say, what the hell kind of life is that? You became a streamer to be free, and you're still a slave. Okay, good for you. I choose a path of pure freedom because guess what? I know enough about business to do it. And I chose to run this like a business, and so far, it's been working swimmingly. Hey, listen, man. I don't mind sharing my knowledge, and I've got a wealth of it. But that's also something that everybody needs to learn. Nothing you learn in life is useless. It's about how you apply it. That's why, you know, people say, oh, I will never need math, I'll never need business, I'll never need economics, I'll never need social studies. You sure? If I didn't know my humanities well, I wouldn't know how to speak in public or talk in front of an audience and be able to deliver a message in a clear and concise manner. Similarly, if I wasn't interested in economics, I wouldn't understand the flow of goods and services so that I could more efficiently deliver what it is that I have to my target audience. If I didn't know accounting and business, how would I keep track of my expenses? If I didn't know mathematics, how would I analyze the bills that I make? Everything comes together into one gigantic working machine. It's all about how you apply it. Studio Baguette, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Giving everybody a 10-minute MBA course here. Ah, who is joining me?
Here for degenerate wars.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm accepting my freaking execution with open arms, bro.
Okay.
POS.
Okay, why are all of you here? How dare you enter my chat?
Why can't we be here, huh?
Okay,
Huh?
time to disconnect all of you. Let me see, disconnect.
Sure, man. Sure, man. If you want to stay lonely, sure.
Sure, I'll happily be lonely.
Oh no, I don't speak for them.
No, Zavi can stay. The other two are getting executed.
Bruh.
Don't let me with them.
Okay, back to the existing
Wow.
room with all of you. Fuck off.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay, go. Now then, where was I? Do you think Phoenix Labs is an economics major or minor on payroll? Definitely not, Zivin. Listen, there would be no way for them to have these kinds of individuals because they don't source talent. If they had wanted talent in the beginning, they would have hired me. Because, look, you got to know who are your money makers and who can actually make you an income. If they wanted an income, when I said it first, a lot of these people laughed at me. I don't know who you are. I said it on Twitter. Dauntless needs me. And everybody said, oh, you're nobody, la 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 la. Look at where I am now. 9 months later. After that fateful tweet. It aged well, huh? Because everyone's paying attention to me. And that's the issue. Never be arrogant and look down on somebody because you don't know who they're going to be tomorrow. Rather, judge them based on what they're saying and doing. If they are saying nonsense, then fine. They're probably not going to do something. They could still randomly like do something good and become popular later, but who's to know? Who's to know, right? Hey Draco, how you doing? This channel's been active for 9
Gregory
months.
Thomas subscribed to
Technically,
the channel.
we are in our 10th month now. And we'll be in the 11th month next month, and in June it'll be the full year. Yes, it has been a journey. It has been a journey. But that, I think, is also why it's so important sometimes to acknowledge where you are weak and where you are strong, which is something that Dauntless does not do. Welcome back, Xeno. Let's carry on. Oh, shall we reforge, my dude? You got a bit you got a bit bored. I see. You shouldn't be awake at this time. Isn't it like super late at night for you? Of Dauntless? Yes, everybody gets bored of Dauntless, don't you worry, that's very normal. Why do you think I play so much Tiny Tina's and Elden Ring? Yes, we have officially hit 11k beef milk, which is really good. I'm very happy with that. So yeah, 3 a.m. for you. Yes, that's right. Why are you up, bro? Ooh. Excuse me. Cast message. Yes, we do indeed, my dear. You at work already? Excuse me. Yes, Valorant at 10k. I have not forgotten my promise. I will play Valorant at 20k.
Me and
Bruh,
man,
we...
just debunked it. We can't do cross region.
Yeah.
It region locks you.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Cross
You are
region.
still a man of your word.
Cross-
And you shall play without me.
Well, yes.
Oh.
Oh, you mean Valorant is region locked?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'll still play it. I mean, I literally will do what I say, so it's all good. Okay, Frost March. Let's go. You're up because you got on Minecraft, Drago. What the hell, man? Do you not need sleep? You lucky bastard. I need sleep. Play with a VPN, lol. No, it's okay. Cross-region lag is actually pretty serious, even on Tiny Tina's. Region lock, what decade is this? It's the decade of now. Many games, although they say full cross-platform, to be fair, if you play with someone across a different region, it's very laggy. On Tiny Tina's, for example, if, say, Kaz joins me, then we got, like, a situation where, her stuff will be laggy. If I join her, some of my shots will take a while to hit. It's just natural. You know, it can't be helped. No matter how improved technology is, fiber optic technology and cross-region internet still needs a lot of work. And sadly, many countries have poor infrastructure that's not up to the job. Got school in 4 hours, Drago? Get some rest before school, man. Unless you just want to unless you just want to be like that one kid that's like a hyper stoner. I mean, that's cool too.
Be like me.
Don't be like Emin whatever you do, or you'll get executed by firing squad.
Yeah, don't be like Emin.
Yeah, he's the last guy you want to be like.
Yeah. No, the last guy you wanna be like Truffles, but never mind.
Oh, no. Truffles is a great example of
close
what you
second.
should be.
No.
Yes, he is.
No.
This is a fantastic example of a good communist citizen.
What is Truffles doing right now?
I don't know, probably at
He's
school or
back in
something.
school.
Yeah, he's at school.
He's a nerd.
What a traitor. He should be here on stream.
No.
don't tell you he has to
Education is
himself.
valuable. Education is valuable. But you punks.
Tell me, what is our offense?
Your offense is just breathing the same air as me. How dare you?
Bro,
offense is a
I'm
great
in a
defense.
freaking different country, bro. How can I breathe
No.
the same air?
Anyone on this earth breathing my air? No. Without my permission.
Well,
Yeah.
Illegal.
Too bad,
here,
I'm already
on the other
breathing.
side of the world, so
You're pirating my
breathe
Too
air.
bad.
Okay. Time to adapt to the sea then, bro.
Time to
learn
attempt
how
to see. Lol, you can become Aquaman.
Yeah, bro. Time to learn how to breathe water, bro.
Time to be a bird.
Birds still need air though.
Hey.
So technically, Emin is the only answer that's correct. Y'all have to become like people from Atlantis or some shit.
Alright.
No, it's not that bad, Ziffin. I think everything is run by the Cabal.
premium gamer boy here.
Yes, I
I
offer
can
premium
hope.
Gamer Boy Air. It makes you better at being a
Drop
loser.
on robotmerch.com.
Gamer boy air.
Yes.
Robotmerch.com. Let's go.
Yes, you can go to onlyrobotporn.com.
He's just gonna cup
Oh,
into some cups and sell the air.
Getting sus real quick, bro.
That's a sauce one.
No, I'll just can normal air and just put my label on it. That's all.
Put your lips around the lid.
I mean, that is the premium cans, the gold cans.
Premium can.
Yeah.
With them,
Premium.
with them saliva.
Gold, Robot Boy Air.
Robot.
From the Lorax.
No, don't say robot boy.
Oh
That
my
sounds.
No, it's okay. Robot Boy Air is exactly what we have.
Robot boy. Fucking Astro Boy.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly, Drago. Who needs Gamer Girl bathwater when you have Gamer Boy Air?
I don't need any of those.
Yes. No. Some people do. You know, it's perfect for inflating your favorite femboy. See, Truffles is not here, so I gotta compensate, okay?
You want to get real degenerate?
Overcompensating.
We
so you want
are we
real
not
degenerate.
all real degenerates?
No.
Okay, well then you're excluded from this conversation.
Of course I'm a degenerate.
What chain blades are best for part breaking? Look for that part breaking build. It literally says part breaking there. You might enjoy that, Stefan. Yeah, I'm gonna totally sell air beef milk. It's great. You have to demonstrate your ability to claim said air. Oh, don't worry. My claim to this air is because I am right and you are wrong. That's how the
Yes, you
robot
got that
communist
good suck
party functions.
To get that air.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What the
Sorry,
fuck?
repeat that. That was just funny and I want everybody to hear it.
Repeat.
Repeat it. Just repeat it, bro.
Say it.
You got that good suck.
Yeah?
Yeah, you got that good suck.
Get a good suck on the air.
Well, duh, of course he died instantly, Drago. If you want to do a heroic escalation, you gotta pay the robot. That's the only way to do it, bruh. And I will guide you through step by step and sell you my gamer guy air at the
Like
end.
Kirby.
Like
Kirby.
Like
I want to
Kirby.
play. I want to play the new Kirby and the new Kirby game. It looks so fun.
Wait, there's
I like
another Kirby game?
Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby and the Lost Adventure, I think.
God, you are a
Kirby.
filthy boy. Okay. Enjoy that
Kirby
good
is such
suck.
a wholesome, fun game.
Listen. I know you like that good
He
suck, bro.
sucks everything.
Exactly. You
Oh,
enjoy the suck.
everything?
No.
He
Master
sucks
Chief.
everything, bro.
He sucks everything, dude.
Yeah. No, I get it. He sucks everything. And why don't I claim my bounties? I don't need to, bro. I only claim them like when it's because like okay, at low levels, right? You should be gaining,
them
assuming
everything
you're
sucks.
following an Asian robot build, you should be gaining XP super fast. Booga suck your mum. Lol, you can't say that, nerd. Okay, send Booga to the gulag. Send him to Liberia.
I'll send him to Brazil.
Let's go
Oh
to
yes,
Brazil.
okay. Actually, we can just send him to Emin. Hey, Emin, just kidnap Booga or something, and sell him
Bring
to
him to
slavery.
Brazil, Evan.
Yeah,
Come to Brazil.
Yeah, welcome to Brazil.
Nah, not Brazil. Sell them to Rwanda.
Brazil is a good meat.
Bounty's UI is really slow. Yes, yes. Everything is really slow. Look, check that. Look at this shadow tree that still exists. It's a fucking symbiote. Everything in Dauntless is slow, man. Come on.
Have you seen the developers? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. That's how slow they are.
Yep. You need to grind Dauntless, Drago? Well, you're welcome to join us. You got something low level, we can level you.
God.
And let me see. Neutral chain blades, they're working great, as you can see. They are actually killing really fast. I mean, of course, I got Xeno here with his like hyper damage build to help, but overall, I'm not falling behind, so pretty happy. Like if I was falling behind on the damage, I might be like, but I'm not. So I'm not like
Yeah.
Yes, and this is how I perfectly explain everything. How would I rate chain blades? Dude, I'm a chain blades main, of course 10 out of 10. But I mean, look, you don't have to worry about what weapon's good for me. You only have to worry about what weapon's good for you. So use whatever you like. Yeah, come on, Drago, let's go. Let's go, you filthy nerd. Hey, Jaden. I've claimed all 4 bounties in 2 seconds, but then the game crashes. So now we have to claim them slowly. Lots of bugs after this update. Everything crashes. Yep.
What's new?
What's new? Literally nothing. Nothing is new. That's why we have a problem. There's nothing new. I had to literally invent this fucking neutral ass build just to make some fucking content.
Neutral build.
Neutral.
What did I just hear?
Yeah. It's actually working, but you know.
Oh my god, neutral build.
It's like literally down to me to make content.
Day.
Yeah, it uses a Nasher chain blade. I'm legit using that. Like
I
I said,
never
it's
thought I'll
actually
see the
working well.
day where he said he'll build neutral. I remember the days when you used to complain that neutral sucks, and look at
It
you
does
now.
suck. This
Look
is
how far God has forsaken us.
Yep.
Someday.
I mean,
From
realistically
there.
speaking, it's still weaker than a lot of the other builds, but
Yeah.
fuck it, it works. So
Every day we stray further away from God.
Yeah. Someday he will make a freaking grenade build, bro.
no.
Yeah, dude. I make a grenade build, and then next thing you know,
Unless they like buff grenades to the point where it's actually viable, then I will.
next thing you know, he's making a Twin Suns build again.
I already did the other day.
A new one? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's straying. He's
Listen,
straying so far.
Straying further from God assumes that we were ever going toward him. Which has clearly not been the case for 95% of y'all fucking degenerates.
95? No, 95%.
Listen, 5% of degenerates literally search up God hentai, okay, so technically they count.
Ah,
They are
okay,
straying
you're not wrong
toward
about
God by looking up nuns with guns.
Yep. Nuns with gun? No.
Who's this dude?
You should all
Who's
be
a simp?
simps. Use recruit armor and recruit weapons. Sure. You pay me $100, I'll do anything you ask, buddy. I'm a hooker. You wanna give me a challenge? You better pay. Otherwise, fuck that shit. Why would I waste my time? Alright, this channel's premium, bitch. Like I said, you pay, I'll happily do it. $100, I'll do recruit weapon, recruit armor.
How much to take off your shirt right now?
How much to take off my shirt? $50, bitch boy.
Oh no, he's going for it.
How much? I didn't
50,
hear.
50 bucks. I'll take off my shirt
50?
right now. And you can see my fat man titties.
How much to take off your pants?
I cannot do that, I'll get banned.
Oh jeez, dude.
The whole combo, bro. The whole combo.
Bro!
The whole
Navi,
combo.
what the fuck?
Listen,
happened?
Zavi is like that. I must accommodate him. He is my friend.
Freaking.
Yeah,
Friend,
$50
how much to
$50
pick
to
up
take
your
my shirt off. Yeah,
pants?
no, I've done it before. I've done it before, Drago. Last time he did.
Yeah, yes.
Like we don't give a fuck because okay, a t-shirt is not against YouTube regulations. You can now it is against Twitch, by the way, so you cannot take off your shirt on Twitch, just so you know. But on YouTube, you can take off your shirt if you are male. All right, and as long as it doesn't count as a public obscenity in your actual country. So here, a man walking around topless is because look, we live in a fucking equatorial country. If taking off our shirt was public obscenity, then every worker working in construction, whatever, is gonna get fucking arrested. Okay,
Okay, let's go.
So unfortunately,
Just not the
they can't punish us for taking off our shirt in Singapore.
Bro,
But-
pussy.
Oh, Drago
no,
actually
no,
did it. Alright,
no,
alright,
no.
let's go, fuck it.
I was about to tip. Man's wild.
Man's wild.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can have
Oh
glasses
my.
off for free.
Good question. If
There.
I guess I don't have to
Woman.
do it then.
if a woman were supposed to have like a nipple surgery, where they surgically remove their nipples, it's still considered bannable.
Yeah, it's still considered. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
considered
it is,
bannable
dude.
because
No,
it is.
you can see nothing.
I mean,
You can see
yeah,
nothing.
but
it
it's
is
illegal in their country. It's illegal in the like. Okay, for example, it would count as public obscenity. You know what I mean? So obviously they cannot do that. But like, as long as you're a man on YouTube, you can. All right.
Oh, his shirt crashed the stream.
Oh, let's go. He said crash the stream.
Wait, what?
Let's go. The
Now
stream
we
crash,
gaming,
let's go.
dude.
The stream crashed.
Now
Oh
we're
lord.
gaming.
Okay,
Let's
wait.
go.
Let's go.
Restarting stream now. Lol, YouTube insta ban me.
Let's go.